Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. Various different robotics things. We've got our hover technology right here, but that's the blue one, and we haven't got to that yet. We're still making batteries and stuff. So if I'm going to put this bit down in here, if I go into craft in here, we've got the cathode 2 in here. I want to make them. That one right there, cathode 2. Now, this is the only recipe that we can do, and I suspect that there's only one use for them, which is in this. Which means that I want to load those onto this belt. So we'll do it this way round. We'll work this one backwards. So that's going to go there like that. Then going to take the factory, and we're going to drop 4 of them down like that. I'm then going to put the infeed on that one. That's going to come down here. And then finally, I'm going to have the belt that will run into it. So we'll go there, like that. That one's going to go this way up to that point. And then you are just going to turn around like that. And it's just going to come straight down and in. And the whole thing is loaded up. All I got to do is put in a recipe. So let me scroll down through here. And it's cathode level 2 in there. Copy those out. And now I can put... Actually, I don't need to put power in the middle. I just put power pole there and power pole there. So that is all joined in. And then those are going out on the other side. So I've now got 2 lines of the ingredients. We got those 2 there. The battery casing cover right here. 3 times battery casing 2 gives me 2 casing covers. 3 times battery casing 1 gives me just 1 cover. The battery casing 1, we're already making them up here. Not up here at all. We're making them right here. And so we could utilize this. That's paper and lead going in there, but I don't want to do that because the lead is potentially something that we want to... We want to conserve our supplies of lead a little bit, because the only way that we can get lead at the moment is through rubite ore, and I've only got 2.1 million left there, which does sound like a lot, but we've got a lot of research to do before we can unlock our artillery turrets, and everything that I've set up here in order to go for these, like, everything is so powerful over here. We are simply not going to be able to advance without artillery. If we don't get artillery in time, we are not going to be able to expand in order to unlock artillery unless we can get to more rubite ore. It's going to be the crucial bit. If I go in here a second and we go to, it's not the rubite ore so much as the lead ore that we're going to want there. Craft, from there, I can get lead from mineral sludge. So if push comes to shove, we can do it through the mineral sludge. So we do have a plan B that will be available to us should we run out of plan A. However, plan A would be better. If we can stick with plan A, that would be a lot better. So what we'll want to do then is we want to go to battery casing level 2 to make the... So we want molten glass. And then the battery casing cover, we'll do that using battery casing 2 in there, which is the one that comes from the glass. And then we need battery 2 electrolytes, which is just purified water and saline water. So that's a really quick, easy thing to set up. We won't worry about it for a minute. It's the molten glass one that we want to do. So we've got right here, we need glass mixture. And then you just melt that in an induction furnace. It's easy. So we want to make this. We need lime and silicon. Our best bets. We don't want to mix in the alumina and silicon and lime. We want this one right here. 1 silicon, 1 lime gives 2 glass mixture. We've got a basic one, which is silicon straight into glass. This basically makes the silicon go twice as far if we can have lime. Now, at the moment, we've got lime being extracted here. Some small quantities are being extracted onto there. And we've got coal being brought in as well for this particular one. That's the fuel for this. So that gets What do we got in here, then? So we've got molten silicon in there. Silicon ingot. Yeah, that's not what I'm after on here at all. So I want to craft that one. Battery casing. Molten glass mixture. The lime in there. So that goes from the limestone. That's what we pull out here. And that gets us the lime, which goes into this bit. That goes up there. And that's what we're firing bricks with over here. So what are you waiting on over this side? Why are you not actually producing any bricks? You need sand as well. Why have I not got sand coming in? Deliver 203 sand. I've got a serious shortage of sand here, haven't I? There's the energy weapons one that's finished. Alright, let's just go back into these and just keep going rather than picking and chopping and choosing. I've got a major shortage of sand. They were coming from there. That's where I was bringing my sand from and then sending that across. So, wash plant level 2 is just a couple here that are wash plant level 1. Only 5 more wash plant level 2 to finish fully upgrading all of that. Be under water treatment. Alright, well, let's make 5 more of those. But yeah, I need... That bit comes over here. That's the bit that gets turned into sand, and then this is the bit that gets turned into lime earlier on there. If I have a look down here, this is the salt that comes out the end. So really, I want to go down to these wash plants down here, and I also want to be extracting some sand out of this line. The lime is not quite so important, but I do want to start pulling out some sand. So we want to head down this side. Actually, you know what? There is another thing that I want to do as well, and that is put down some more bricks. So I've got a line of bricks that I want to put down here, like this. Brick paving, that's going to go there, and I want to cover this whole new section here. Like that. So I want to cover all of that in right there, and incidentally, there's a piece in the middle there that isn't covered. Oops, map. There, right, okay, zoom in. Nope. Map here, that's what I want to do. I want to go up here. And I want to just link in the construction zone expander. So I'll put one in here. I'll put one in here. One there. One over here. And one in there. Right, that will cover in... Yeah, it's because it dropped down there. And then that bit was a little tiny bit too high. Right, that's okay. And so that's going to fill all of that in with bricks a minute. We're going to take a mosey on down this way. So now you can see we've got the iron ore coming in here. I've got absolutely loads of iron ore coming in and really filling everything up. I still don't have that much in the way of iron plate coming out, though, do I? How is the iron plate situation? This iron plate situation here... Oh, I see. I've got one that's unloading it, and I've got 2 that are loading it back onto the track right here. But this is full. That one in there is also getting a bit of a surplus. Which means that's actually a good thing. This all being full right here, that's a good thing, because it means that the steel production here is also full. So that's going absolutely flat out, which means that I got more steel being produced over this side, which is going all the way over to the rivets and filling in everything on there, which means that we're slowly filling up our storages over this way. Yeah, that's all good stuff. Back up here a second, just so that I can put in the 5 ones of these that I just went and made. I want to go there. 1. I mean, you can't reach me that nonsense. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right in there. So we've got all of that bit in there. I need to go and get more sand now, so we don't have to do a great deal to do it. I can just do it with 2 of these, and then we run down to the bottom, to the area down here where we've got sand production going on, and we have a little chat with them and just politely figure out how we're going to do this. Now, why aren't you... You need soil. We're not getting the soil coming in through very quickly. There's plenty of soil getting to that point. Why is it not going any further than that? I don't know. It's a job to keep up with how everything works on here sometimes. Okay, so soil is going all the way up there. This is soil production right in here. We're making loads of it. It goes up past these farms first. Takes priority out there. Then it comes on down this way. So all of these are running flat out. And then that material comes on down here. And these are all running flat out as well. So the soil production is going as fast as it possibly can. I've then got the soil going past all of these farms. And then they head further south down there. So it's just when the farms take a slug of the stuff. And there is where the rest of the soil goes out over these trees over on this side. Took out a little bit extra down for these to make more trees so that we've got a better supply of timber that comes up through. That's also been dealt with. I've got another research here. This is another vehicle one that we'll get going on there for a minute. Yeah, there's no real reason that we get shortages of soil other than we just can't keep up with production. So it just kind of comes through in waves because it gets used up on here. That's all. So there's not really a lot that we can do about that. But liquid plastic on here is now completely full, which means that the others are going to back up and fill up as well. So generally speaking, there's not going to be much issue with anything going on over there. I don't think it's not anything that we need to worry about. So I want to come down this way now, and we need to join in a bit on here to make the sand. So first up, let's go and have 2 of these. So I'll put 1 there, and I will put 1... No, I'll have them both facing that way. We go in here, so we want to make sand. A thin mud water that we're going to want for that. And thin mud water that will come in here. So we need plain water to go in the side. The thin mud water to come in through there. So this one down here outputs the thin mud water. And then that outputs the saline water down to here. Now, mostly this was about building the saline water run down through here, but we can extract a bit of the thin mud water for our own usage. Put that across over here like this. Another one there. Another one there, and that's going to go to that point right there. I'm going to do this. It's going to go like that, and it's going to go up to there. And then I'm going to have a copper pipe that's going to run along here, and a copper pipe that will run to there, and one joining in there. Then I'm going to take water. We're not going to be using a lot, so we'll take it off of that pump right there. That one's going to go over to here. It's going to get to that point right there, and it's going to come down here. So you are going to go boom and boom like that, and then it's going to go to there. We will put in a copper pipe on that corner. We'll do 2 pipes into there, and we'll do 2 pipes into there. I then need to have sand coming out into a storage area. So I'm going to want... Actually, I'm going to want to put down just a few of these in a line over here, just to fill out this bit. So I'll bring that. You're going to go to there, and I'm going to just manually put in a line of these over this way. And this means that the network is going to be expanded out a little bit further, which is always a good thing. Bring that out that way, and bring you down here, over here like this. So it's going to just fill in a little bit more of our network, just coming down over here. And connect up that. Right, now I've run out of those temporarily. I will worry about more later on. Don't need to worry about them right now. What I do have is that one all the way down there, which isn't doing anything at the moment because we didn't have a power supply for it. So if I drop a power supply onto it, and we've got one extra charging station for that one down there. You come up this way. So right in here, I've got sodium hydroxide going in there. Very large quantities of sodium hydroxide. Now I can go back up to here. So I want a passive provider chest, and that one is just going to drop down there like that. I'll put one of these in. I will put a power pole in there, so that hooks in onto the side of it. Another power pole over here, and that will connect everything in together. Then we will have you here, and we'll put you here like this, and that one will pick up from the corner down there. And that's going to load everything straight into that one. As fast as we possibly can. And I'm already having pickup requests over here. So in order to cater to these pickup requests, we are going to put down a roboport there. We'll put another one here like this, so that we've got a couple of those. And we'll put in a line of these as well, like that, which will need power cables. So put one there, one up there like that, one down here, one over here, and I'll just join the power in down across here like this. Let's put one more into the line. So now I've got a line of these coming down through, because there we can see we've already got the robots on their way down through. They're going to need power. They're going to need charging points down through here as they work their way through, which means that they're going to want to be able to get over to this. So that's as fast as this will run anyway. And these inserters will offload this as quickly as they need to. So we've got more sand now being produced. There's another bit of research. Vehicle battery equipment now we can start researching. And that right in there. So I got 500 requested for pickup already. So there goes 100 on board that one. And they will slowly take them over to the sand request, which is in here to start with. That's where the sand is going at the moment. 807 being delivered over to there, which in turn gets turned into bricks up there, and then these bricks come down over this way. They get to that there. They come down here. They go through. They come down here, and they get used up in this. So I've got no sand coming in to make these bricks. Bit of a problem not having any sand coming in there. I need that. Never mind that I also need the lime. This is just a side quest, this bit. Getting that sand dealt with is definitely just a side quest. I had one right there that was put through. Because we're not getting very many coming in on the other bit of sand that we've got, which is this one right here. We have not got much at all coming in onto this one, because it goes straight onto the belt on here in order to make all of this. We got the molds that go up through, and then we have the engines that come down from there. They head down this way. How are we doing with these engines? Like, they come down that way. Oh, they literally just move into this bit. So that goes up round, and it goes into there, and then it gets put into an engine down here. That goes on over this way. See, there we go, engines floating their way down. And that gets down to there and then goes into storage. So I've stopped the production of the robots at the moment. And we'll go and have a look at that storage. So I've now at least got a bit of sand traveling back up across, which allows us to start making the bricks again, which will allow everything to speed up a little bit. Now, if we have a look in here, I'm slowly filling this one up with motor level 2. We're going to want motor level 2 for something somewhere, so I'm going to leave it running. I just don't need to worry about making any more robots for now, so I'm not going to set any more robots going. I'm just going to kind of leave stuff in place. If I go over this way now, I need to... Where am I going to put the glass? I'll go up this way. So we've got sand. Is it sand or lime for the glass? Craft. Battery casing. Molten glass. Mixture. Lime and silicon. Okay, so we've got lime being made. And I've got silicon ore. Silicon ore is not any kind of a problem at all. I have got a little bit of a stash of the stuff right in here. I've got 137,000 of them in there. I've got a little bit there that is siphoning off. I've got these down here that are slowly working their way through. That one's nearly empty now. This one here is taking a bit longer to empty out because I don't have as many moving it between these. It'll get there eventually, I suppose. So that's the silicon coming there. I've got silicon from over this side, plus I've got silver coming from that side as well. And then we've got the slag being used up here. So I've got slag slurry. That one is still completely full. This up here we're not going to worry about because this is all now completely full. So I've got 3 warehouses full of monosilicon here for these silicon slices. So we really don't need to worry about that. And then down here, we've got the silver wire being made. The mineral sludge is empty, so I don't have mineral sludge. We're taking slag slurry, and we're turning it into mineral sludge right here. So I need to double up that one. This over here is processing all of the slags, the mineral sludge that we can get. The slag slurry, which is this one, we're not processing that fast enough. But we're also going to want sulfuric acid for that. That may end up being a problem. I don't think it will, but we'll see. Let's do this bit first. I'm going... Right, do I want to manually bring over the... Go there. Do I want to manually bring over the silicon ore? The lime, I will request that. A bit easier. Although the lime is just there. It goes up to that point. I could run a belt along. We could do underground belts and bring it up here. So that I don't have to rely on the robots quite as much. Silicon ore is up there. That's our main storage there for silicon ore. So if I'm going to take it, I want to take it out of that one or just take it off of this belt up here. Run that back this side and then down to sort of weave in through this lot a little bit. Or do I rely on robots? I'd rather do belts if I can. I would rather the belts if we can. So we will set up a belt to run the silicon ore. Back round and down. So we're going to go up over here. We've got this massive storage up here. I'm actually going to go down this way. So I've got silicon ore there that's coming up from the tin production. That goes in through here by a couple. So I'm just going to add in another one of them, another one of them. I won't add any more. I don't need to. It's just to move it out of this middle one a little tiny bit faster, really, more than anything else. And then we can come up to here. So we want to put an underground belt up there. I just want to move that one up a little bit higher. Remove this one. Put splitter in there and put that one in so that we have our splitter in. We'll jump into here. The next one that we can do is vehicle solar panel equipment. Start that one researching. Put a belt this way and we run silicon ore all the way along over here like this. That's going to come over to the side and it's going to run down next to that existing belt. and I'll bring you down here like this. So from this point, I am going to have to put a couple of underground belts. One underground belt just to get to that point. But where do I go from there? So to actually do this, we're gonna want the glass mixture. That's got to be done in a powder mixer, which is actually a really small machine. It doesn't take a lot of doing. We just need to get the lime up here. Again, I can run that in a belt. So if I want to join the two together, really I should take the belt over this way. I can't get underneath the 9 there unless I put down a bit more landfill, which I don't really want to bother with right now. So if I bring the belt over down underneath this lot, which I can do, over to this side, and we connect them up here, we put the powder mixer over this side, and then we can kind of like have the glass manufacturing going right there and spread it out from that point. So first thing I do is I'm going to run down over here. And I'm going to get that lime. I'm going to bring that up here. So I've got to go around this bit. I don't have to with the lime. The lime can step across there because we can have underground belts. Sand has already been fixed on here. I've got the sand coming up from down the bottom now. And I've got like 200 of those in there. This is all coming out onto there. This bit is completely full. Don't seem to have a problem with limestone production in here. Not really. Lime in there. This recipe, 4 limestone becomes 4 lime, and it gives me carbon dioxide off to the side. Is there any other way to make lime? Let's have a look at that one a minute. That's an interesting question. I don't believe there is any other way to make the lime. Look down through here. There, lime. Craft. We've got 2 ways we can do it. Limestone becomes lime and carbon dioxide, and the limestone comes from the water. Or we have calcium sulfate and purified water, which gives us lime and sulfur dioxide gas, which is a recipe that we've already got. Calcium sulfate is the fluorite ore mixed with sulfuric acid. That gives hydrofluoric acid and calcium sulfate. Now, we'll eventually want the hydrofluoric acid. Not quite sure what for. That's the only way that we get calcium sulfate. I don't think we want this as a primary manufacturing run in order to make calcium sulfate. We'll have this hydrofluoric acid left over. I can just go and have a look in here for the hexafluorosilicic acid. Silicic acid. It's not the one that I want. I'm going to go down here. Hydrofluoric acid. So craft in here, there's that one there that makes the calcium sulfate. You got another one there that makes just the acid and... Okay, so it's not 3 uses. Usage. 2 givelite chunks and some hydrofluoric acid make givelite crystals. We do that, we get fluoric wastewater and hydrogen fluoride gas. Put it into a canister. Yeah, we don't care about that. Chemical void. Advanced uranium fuel reprocessing. Okay, that's... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.